and welcome to the Stamp Camp's online techniques class. Today's technique is called emerging color. To do this technique, we're going to start with a piece of Very Vanilla, and we're going to use the leaf stamp set. I will have the name of it on my blog. I can't think of it right now. The colors we're using are Rich Raspberry, Lucky Limeade, and More Mustard. And so what I want to do is I want to put some leaves on this piece here in the different colors. Oh, that didn't stamp real well. A little light. I'm going to see if I can go over the top of it. Pretty good. And then I'm just going to fill in a little bit here. So we have our stamped leaves all over our cardstock. The next thing you want to do is you want to run Embossing Buddy over the whole top. This is very important that you do this, otherwise you're not going to get the desired results that you will like. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come in with a bigger leaf and the VersaMark ink. So I'm going to ink this up. Whoops. And then I'm going to stamp this over the top. I want to make sure I get it pressed down really good. You can't see it because it's at VersaMark, it's clear. And then clear embossing powder. Now we're going to heat that. Okay. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take our brayer and we're going to take a dark colored ink. I'm using Early Espresso. I'm going to ink this up with the brayer, and we're going to brayer right over the top. And you want it to be quite dark so that you can't see the background. And we're going to ink that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take a napkin and you're going to rub over the top. And what that's going to do is your first layer of colors, all the different color leaves that we did, come through because we embossed over the top with the clear embossing. So that's your emerging color. Now you can do this technique with our Designer Series paper instead of stamping the leaves. This is the Designer Series paper that's in the Holiday Mini. I just stamped the different leaves in VersaMark, clear embossed, and then brayered the Early Espresso over the top. So then your Designer Series paper emerges through the card. So pretty cool, huh? I'm going to show you how I turn this into a card. Get my ink. Okay. Now you see it's darker here. It's because I didn't have enough VersaMark, believe it or not. You got to make sure it's really inked, and then that'll be clear. So I took this. And because it's embossed, you want to make sure you get a lot of coverage with your adhesives because embossing curls the cardstock. And then I'm placing it on a piece of Raspberry Ripple. The base of my card is more mustard. And then I have some DSP from the Holiday Mini. And that's going to go across the bottom like this. And then I'm going to, whoops, oh, my tape ran out. Hold on a second while I get another tape. Okay, I'm back. I have the rich raspberry ribbon, and I'm just going to place that. Oops. Around the card. Doing very well with this card. Let's see if I can fix it. Like that. Now if this, I'm going to show you on my card, but this is going in my book so I can leave my ends down. For my card, what I did was I ran that around and I put my ends here, because this is going to go over the top so you wouldn't see the ends. So I'm going to go ahead and stick this on my technique page. Emerging colors. I'm going to stick my sample on there. Then what I did was I cut a modern label punch. I took the words happy birthday and stamped them, here we go, on some very vanilla. Punched that out using my word window. Stuck that on there. Then I took these wood-looking buttons and I tied some of the early espresso baker's twine through it, and then I put that there, but I'm not going to put that on in my technique book. It's just too fat. But here is the finished card, and you see how I went around and the ends are underneath. Whoops. So there you go, emerging color. Thanks for stopping by.